You coin collectors out there, and welcome to the DC Coin World International Coin Channel. And what we got today is a Canada mint set, the Brilliant Uncirculated mint set, or the red box set. And I want to talk to you about some issues you might have with red box sets and why you ought to make very sure that you're dealing with a reputable dealer and that you ask any questions before you buy them. This is the Canada box set from 1976. And if you look at it, it has a nice outside case. It's shaped kind of like a book, and on the back it says nothing, so it has kind of a book binding. And the first thing you see on this one is that the tab is broken off. This is the tab that holds the top on, and you actually can see into the top a little bit because the tab is broken off. This is supposed to button down, and they break relatively easily, so you might get one that isn't broken, but when you go to open it, it will break. So be careful with these. When you open it up, you see that it is Canada Mint Set, Royal Canadian Mint, Monet Royale Canadienne, says at the top. And then if we get down here, we see that this is the mint set. And of course, this is not the specimen set. This is the Brilliant Uncirculated mint set. So these are not proof coins, and you can tell that simply by looking at their how they look. They don't have the double kind of buffing on them, and they don't stand out like proof coins. However, the first thing you notice when you open this box up is the smell or the odor. And these coins are in a felt-like material. If you can see this black felt-like material here, and they really smell. There's some water that got into here, and you can't tell this by looking at it, and you can't tell by a picture online. So one of the things you need to do when you talk to your online, if you're going to buy these online, is ask if there's been any water or mold exposure. If you look at the case, you can actually pull out this part here, and you can look down here, and you can actually see that this is kind of a fiberboard. And if I hold it straight, you can see that it's bowed a little bit. This absorbed a lot of water, and it's still in there. And this thing smells so musty. If you have allergies like me, you can't keep this in your house. You can put it in some kind of plastic or sealed bag. But if you want to look at these coins, you're not going to be displaying them in this case because of the allergies and the smell from these. It smells like kind of an old, moldy house. So what do? Well, if you got to this stage and you already have them, there's nothing wrong with taking these out of the holders. In fact, you may want to. They're brilliant uncirculated. They're not proof coins. You don't want to get too many fingerprints on them, but I'll show you another, I'll talk to you about another thing that happens with these coins when I get some of them out and you can actually look at them. So you take them out and you start looking at them, and one of the next things you see is because they've had a little bit of moisture or water damage, you get some discoloration of the coins or kind of a little bit of a film on top of the coins. Now I'm going to take this box, and what I did was I'm going to take this and put it down in my cellar and in a sealed container so it doesn't smell. And if anybody ever wants this, if I ever give this to anybody and say, oh geez, you've got the set but you don't have the box, you can have the box. You're not going to want the box either, though, I got to tell you. No matter how good you are about not being allergic to stuff, this thing has a stench to it that you can smell feet away. And if you put it in a room, the room will start to smell. So careful buying these. All right, so let's look at the coins. And we look at the coins, we want to get a little bit better magnification than we've got here. So let's go down to a kind of a super magnification here. And what have we got? Well, the first thing we see when we look at the penny here is we've got some discoloration on it. And you can see the discoloration on the leaves and the coins as we kind of tip it up a little bit. And see where it says 1 cent there? So this coin, where it says 1 cent, has a bunch of discoloration. That's from the moisture inside, but it also sometimes comes from the gassing off that the plastic does. And so this is our brilliant uncirculated coin, and it looks worse than many circulated coins because it has this film on it and it looks like a mess. So What happened with these sets is I got them knowing that there'd been some water damage, so I wasn't too worried about it. But you have a choice with these ones. You can either clean them off, or you can take them in kind of a uh, uh, filmed, kind of dirty almost version. In this coin, this is the 50-cent coin, which is just a brilliant, brilliant, shiny coin, and you can just see the film on this one also. So you get to choose. I mean, people say don't ever clean your coins, but you buy this mint set and you get all this kind of crap on it, and that right there is, I think, probably just a well, there's some lines here. So it may have gotten scratched even from the top of the case, or it may have been scratched otherwise. But so don't think that you're going to get some pure or perfect coins when you buy them in a case like this. If you're going to buy these, I would suggest that you go to a dealer. These are beautiful dollar coins, and there's the Hudson Bay, and here's the initials here, and just a beautiful coin. But even this coin has little bits of film and stuff on it, and it's just a little bit off when you look at it. And that's, of course, my fingerprint there. So what's the lesson here? Oh, let's look at the quarter first. This quarter is actually what I would call dirty, and this is straight from the mint set box. See all the film and stuff on there? That's not what you want when you buy a mint set. So go in, look at them, trust your dealer, open it up, smell the case if you can. But if you're going to buy these online, just just know that you're rolling the dice. All right, that's all we have today from the DC Coinwell International Coin Channel. This wasn't so much, I guess, about the 1976 mint set as it was about dangers of buying mint sets. Have a great day from DC Coin World.